Speaking of video games, U.S. video game spending has hit a 10-year high in June. And we're not surprised by this. I mean, maybe the fact that it's a 10-year high, it's that big of a boom. But we're booming in video games. We're booming in at-home stuff. People are on lockdown. They don't know what to do with themselves. So they're gravitating towards video games, as you would. We talked about how Sony's going to pump out almost twice as many PlayStation 5s as they had projected originally. We talked about how Facebook is going to be making more of the Oculus equipment that you're such a big fan of. What you doing? You're playing that Half-Life Alyx stuff in your spare time.
Yeah.
And this is what a lot of people are doing, and it's understandable. So what you end up with is a booming gaming industry. The game industry in sales through June reached $6.6 billion on hardware, software, and accessories. It's the highest total for the first 6 months of the year since spending hit $7 billion a decade ago. 10-year high, Willie Do. This is one of those things where something happens in the world and it all seems terrible, but then, well, that really depends where you are, because then somewhere else, on the flip side, somebody wins. Seems to always be the case. Human beings, who really knows? So people in the gaming business, they might be trapped at home themselves, but they're selling some video games to people like you. Could be that new Last of Us.
Yeah.
They sold a couple copies. That sure ain't hurting this bottom line for overall gaming. And you know the craziest part of this record, 6.6 billion, or this high in the last 10 years. By the way, this is a 19% increase compared to a year ago. Is that we have new consoles coming out. They're not even out yet. It's not like anything really major happened other than the lockdown. It's not like we have any hardware, really recent hardware, to drive this particular growth. So then these new consoles come out, and look, it's a whole comeback story for the at-home gaming crowd. So I guess it's exciting times to be in that business.